Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel and the story of Resident Evil 4. If you've played the original, you surely have a lot of memories with it. The remake story is exactly like the original, but with much more detail. A lot of information about the characters' pasts and the game's world that wasn't in the original has been added here. It's been very successful in all areas. You could even say it's better than the original. Before we start, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. Let's get into the story. At the beginning of the game, Leon gives us some explanations about his past, about the events that happened in the second game. He was just a regular police officer in Raccoon City in 1998, but because of the virus created by the Umbrella Corporation and the events that turned him into someone else, he was lucky enough to survive. Because of this, the president asked him to join the government special forces. With a lot of training and various missions, he almost managed to forget the events of Raccoon City. But now, after 5 years, the president has sent Leon to a village in Spain to rescue his daughter, Ashley, who has been kidnapped by unknown individuals. This village is known for people disappearing when they get close to it, never to be heard from again. That's why the two police officers taking Leon to the village find it strange and ask him why he wants to go there. But since his mission is top secret, he can't tell them anything. Anyway, as they get close to the village, one of the police officers needs to relieve himself and gets out to water the bushes. But when there's no sign of him after a few minutes, Leon has to go look for him. The other officer stays in the car. Leon searches the village for a bit but finds no sign of the officer until he enters one of the houses and finds the guy's ID card. In the basement of the house, he sees the mutilated body of the poor officer, while his colleague, who stayed in the car, is freaking out and begging for help over the radio. Leon goes upstairs and sees a map with a symbol on the wall, with a picture of the president's daughter, Ashley, taped next to it. Leon contacts his colleague, Hunnigan, and tells her Ashley is probably in the marked area on the map. He wants to tell her about the village and the deceased police officer, but 3 people attack him, and he has to escape. A little further on, he enters the main part of the village and sees people burning the other police officer alive. He's terrified, and since he has no other choice, he has to fight them. But after a while, the church bell rings, and everyone suddenly disperses.
Él nos invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso.
Where's everyone going? Bingo? Hunnigan contacts him and says she's found a way to the part of the village that was marked on the map. Leon finds someone in a sack, initially thinking it's Ashley, But after opening it, he sees it's someone else. But before he can ask anything, someone attacks him from behind and injects something into him.
Who are you? Yeah, stop right there!
Then we see a guy saying some nonsense. Now, Leon regains consciousness and finds himself chained to the other person in a room. The other person's name is Luis, and he seems to know Ashley is here, saying he heard they're taking her to the church. He also tells Leon he knows someone like him wouldn't come to a place like this for no reason, and that he's sure he's looking for the girl. But after they manage to free themselves, he escapes. Leon contacts Hunnigan and says he'll go towards the church to see what he can find. He also asked her to investigate Luis and see what information she can get on him. He continues searching houses until that guy appears again.
The blood has accepted the gift.
We don't know whose daughter it was, but God bless her. That guy was also the village chief before, and was a good person, but he's gone completely mad. He probably meant the thing that was injected into Leon when he said, "the gift in your blood," but Leon doesn't know about it yet. After the guy leaves, Hunnigan contacts Leon and says she's found out Luis used to work for the Umbrella Corporation. Leon gets pissed off when he hears this and says he should have left him in that sack. He heads towards the church, and on the way finds a dog caught in a trap. He frees it and manages to reach the main church door, but to enter, he needs a special key, which seems to be on the other side of the village, requiring him to cross the lake. He takes a boat and goes, but bad luck strikes, and the boat's engine overheats and shuts down in the middle of the way. So he's forced to fight the monster in the lake. He finally kills it, but then he himself feels ill and faints in the boat.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now. When day breaks, you too will join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
He regains consciousness and manages to reach the other side of the lake. But after finding the church key, a troll attacks him. During the fight, the dog he rescued earlier comes to help him. After killing the troll, he returns to enter the church. Inside the church, he finds Ashley. Although she first attacks him out of fear, she then has a vision of the same man Leon saw twice before in his dreams, telling the villagers to capture Ashley and kill Leon. Both of them have this dream at the same time, and since it shows him giving orders to the villagers, it's safe to say they've also seen these images. It seems to be related to whatever was injected into them. They try to escape secretly, but the number of villagers increases until they reach a house where Luis opens the door for them. Leon wants to interrogate him, but since the villagers are attacking, they have to escape from there too for now. When they reach a safe place, Ashley throws up blood, just like Leon did in the boat, and Luis seems to know the reason. It's a parasite called Plaga that's inside the villagers' bodies, turning them into what they are now, called Ganados. The same thing that was injected into Leon seems to have been injected into Ashley too. Luis says the parasite is in its early stages, so they have some time before they can be cured. He seems to know a way to get rid of it because he himself was infected before, so Leon has to trust him for now. A little further on, we see him talking to a woman named Ada, the same one who saved Leon a little earlier. It seems they're working together, and Ada brought Luis into the village to find something called Amber for her and then help him escape the village. Anyway, Leon and Ashley continue on their way to find a way out of the village. This bastard appears again, but this time there's no escaping, and Leon has to fight him. Like all Resident Evil bosses, he has to transform. It can't just be like this. But in the end, he's killed like a dog, and Leon and Ashley escape from the burning building together. They continue on their way and reach a castle, where Luis also contacts them and says, "Come to such and such a place in the castle to talk about the cure." But when Leon enters the castle, we see a new character. Ramon, the lord of the castle Leon is in. He asks us to hand Ashley over to him so that his master, Lord Sadler, can get what he wants. Lord Sadler is the one we've only seen in our dreams so far. It seems he wants to control all humans with his mind by spreading the Plaga virus all over the world, like what happened when Leon was in the church and he ordered everyone to go after him. Anyway, we kill the creatures Ramon sent after us and go to our meeting place with Luis.
You okay?
I think so. Instead of worrying about her, worry about your own skin. Foolish little lamb. Temperance, child.
Ashley.
It seems the virus in Ashley's body is getting stronger, and Sadler was able to control her for a few moments. But in the end, when she came to her senses, she escaped, probably because she was scared to death. But poor Leon has to find her again. Ada tells him to give up on Ashley because there's no hope for her now, but Leon doesn't understand what she's doing here. He goes on his way, and Leon, after a lot of fighting, manages to find Ashley again, who tells him she ran away for fear of harming him. But Leon shows her that he's also infected, and after some motivational words about how they have to keep going and they can defeat him and all that, they go to find Luis. But on the way, Leon falls into a trap. Now we have to play as Ashley to find the key to the cage Leon is stuck in. But after throwing the key to Leon, Ashley also gets trapped.
Ashley! Shit! Ashley!
Leon, stop! No, don't come any closer!
Are you hurt?
Watch out!
Please, do continue. Do not resist, my dear. It serves only to make you suffer all the worse.
Please, please!
You sick!
Aquí nos despedimos, señor Kennedy.
Hang in there, Ashley. I'm coming for you.
He manages to find an elevator to return to ground level, but inside the elevator, he feels sick again and sees Sadler's image telling him that Ashley is one of them now, and that he will soon become one of them too. But when he raises his knife, instead of himself, he sees the image of one of his old friends. Anyway, when he returns to normal and exits the elevator, he sees Luis waiting for him with a medicine, but he can't fully cure him yet. He just slows down his transformation process a bit. They go looking for Ashley for the, third or fourth time. And on the way, Luis says he used to work for Los Illuminados, and he sort of created the Plaga virus. Now, he wants to fix the mess he made with Leon's help.
Oh, it means we're almost... Almost what?
Luis!
The guy whose picture we saw with a knife is Krauser, who trained with Leon when Leon agreed to work for the president, and Leon learned everything he knows now from him. But what the hell is he doing here? He's also after Amber, the same thing Ada is looking for. We don't know what Amber is yet. He takes Amber, and we realize that kidnapping Ashley and bringing her here was also this bastard's doing. He fights Leon once, but then goes on his way. Luis at death's door gives Leon his lab key and tells him he can get rid of the virus in his body there. After that, Ada contacts him and says Ashley has been taken to the clock tower, but he doesn't have much time to get there. Leon gets there and sees Ramon handing Ashley over to Krauser. He tells him to tell their master not to forget his loyalty. It seems Krauser is also working for Sadler. He takes Ashley, and Ramon starts talking nonsense.
You vulgar, utterly uncivilized mongrel! Allow me to show you the power I've been granted by my master, the power of God. The stage is set for the final act.
Of course, he's not going to die just like that, so after he transforms, we kill him. Then, with Ada, they go to the other side of the village by boat. When they arrive, they separate, and Leon sees Krauser taking Ashley into a large building that looks like a factory. He manages to find her and injects her with some of the medicine he got from Luis. I don't know how on earth she can sleep in this situation, but a little later, when Ashley feels better, she wakes up, and they go to find Luis's lab. Now, for the first time in the game, we see Sadler. Leon shoots him, but it has no effect, and he tries to kill Leon by controlling Ashley. His magazine runs empty, and Leon survives for now. Sadler takes Ashley with him, and for the 7,000th time, Leon has to rescue her. But on the way, he sees Krauser. Krauser says he joined Los Illuminados for power and works for Sadler, so he must die. Leon reaches the same place we saw in the first cutscene of the game, where a girl is killed, and he sees Ashley, who seems to have been prepared for the same ceremony to be performed on her. But before he can do anything, Sadler comes and stops him. Everyone infected with the virus is connected in some way, and now it's Leon's turn. In fact, it's a network of Ganados whose brains are connected to Sadler's brain, and they receive orders from him. Sadler himself has this parasite in his body, but a stronger version than what's in ordinary people's bodies. That's why he has the power to control them. Leon takes Ashley, and they reach Luis's lab together. With the devices there, he cures Ashley, but he himself runs out of energy and faints. When he regains consciousness, he sees Ashley is fine, and it seems she also cured Leon while he was unconscious. We also find some notes in the systems about Amber, the thing Ada is looking for. It seems to be a substance that can be used to create a much stronger version of the parasite we see in the game right now. But why is Ada looking for it? They want to escape together, but on the way, Leon sees Ada hanging. He tells Ashley to wait for him and goes after Ada. After rescuing her, Sadler appears, and they have to fight him. Then a helicopter arrives, and Ada escapes with Amber. She also drops a jet ski key for Leon, so he and Ashley can escape before the island explodes. Then we see Ada talking to her boss, Albert Weskier, and she asks why he wants Amber. When she realizes Weskier wants to create a stronger virus and infect the entire world with it, she threatens the pilot to change course. This is related to the events of the 5th game. We don't see anything more here.
Mission accomplished, right?
Mission accomplished. When you're home safe.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't mention it.
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested.
You don't need me. You proved you could handle yourself. Even if you could use a lesson in knife safety. Come on. Let's go home.
So friends, this was the story of the Resident Evil 4 remake. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and comment, and share it with your friends. Thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye for now.